what you do in Ruta?
So basically, this is kind of like a ritual. Before I start doing my cards, I always have to clean my space around me because I don't want any bad energy. So I have lots of candles, incense, some white sage.
That smells lovely. And sage is a cleansing agent?
It's cleansing, but people should remember, because white sage is not just cleaning, it's also cleansing, not just negative energy, also good energy. So when you do clean yourself, it's also cleans your good energy. But when I do cards, I don't need any energy because I need to be like basically empty. But when you have Palo Santo, which usually I use also, not all the time, but this is takes negativity. So this one is just the pure.
Yeah.
Smells interesting. So yeah.
Smells great. So always a pleasure to hang out with the lovely Ruta.
Hello.
There's a sign on your wall saying that the witch is in.
Yeah.
Are you a witch, Ruta?
I don't know if I am witch. Maybe it's easier just describe somebody who has maybe intuition or some different kind of, I don't know, more feelings than normal person. It's easier just to say that I'm a witch. So yeah, probably I am.
But you also read the tarot cards.
Yeah.
And I can tell by your eyes that you're psychic.
I was from little. I had this, like, I think it comes from my generations. From my mom's side, my grandma, she used to do, so my first memory is when she used to draw the I with the letters and signs no and yes, and then she was talking with the spirits. Lots of different, I don't even know, like, you know, ghosts or poltergeist I experienced in my life. Like, some people may never actually even had any experience with ghosts, but I probably attract them, or if I go in haunted houses, I always have to be me who will hear something or experience something. So I had this from my childhood. When I was very, very little, my village was, which summertime I would spend, was not far from cemetery. And the people, what I didn't understand that time, I was used to see like a shadows. It usually was like not that far, like long ago, you know, buried people. I thought it's normal, so I could talk, like, you know, to them, or yeah, sounds crazy, but I was not scared. But when I start becoming older, you become, obviously it's like not normal, so you start being scared of things, especially if you don't know those and you can't explain those, because not everybody can see or sense, like, you know, spirits would come to me uninvited, and I didn't know how to protect myself, so it was scary because I didn't understand. And I had to do something like this, or otherwise I will end up in mental hospital. So yes, I started learning.
So you grew up in a small village in Lithuania?
No, I grew up in the capital of Lithuania.
The capital, which is?
Vilnius.
Vilnius.
Yeah.
And as a child, you had these experiences?
Yeah. I think my grandma, she kind of tried to give something for us, but at that time it was Soviet Union time, so you wouldn't, like, you know, there was no religion, certainly no meditation or no spirituality, nothing. So she couldn't say anything, because my granddad, he was a head teacher of school. So it, like, you know, in communist time, it's like, you know, it was like, you know, the higher people, they were be very quiet, you cannot, like, you know, express yourself. So I think she tried to kind of tell us that, you know, we are special, but she couldn't say much. And then she passed away when I was 11, so I didn't actually know.
Do you think these gifts came through the female line?
I don't actually believe it's just a female, because my cousin, he's a male, and he has like really intuition, like he can read energy also. He doesn't do cards, but interesting, because his other brother, so one, he's very attracted to cemeteries, like he even takes his girlfriend and takes her for a date into the old cemetery, because he thinks it's like very beautiful there. So he kind of is attracted also.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, so he does, you know, those things. And my other cousin, he's also like, he can sense like if some person is not true, or like, you know, if something he can tell even if bad things could happen, so he will say, oh no, I'm not going because I don't feel it's right. They don't do actually anything with that, but yeah, so I think it's from my grandma, so it's not just the female side.
Yeah. So you used to see ghosts and entities.
Creatures.
What kind of creatures?
Oh my god, that's actually very scary. So when I started doing with tarot cards, I started learning, and I didn't know how to put protection on myself. So when you open a portal, because this is what I do, I connect to your energy, or to other people's energy, and I invite and ask your ancestors to come and basically help me to do your reading. But when I started just do it, I didn't know how to put protection to when I open the portal, invite just your ancestors, because that's why I don't do when I drink. So I usually very strict with my readings.
That's why you're not giving me a tarot reading now.
No, not today.
Because we've both drunk far too much wine.
We cannot do it today. So basically, yeah, I saw those creatures. First it was like, you know, some of them are nice. They are like, you know, like little kind of teenagers type of ghosts. They can, you know, play with you. They can touch you, tease you, poke you. Basically, I felt those things. Then I saw this creature. It was kind of size of a cat, but no fur. It's like you know, like you know, just skin, and always like legs like that. And because I had a cat, I would think like, you know, I imagine things, but my cat actually chased that creature. So obviously, you know, like, you know, cats can see those things.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that time I said, no, I have to do something, because, you know, it's enough for me touching, poking, you know, giving a spanking or whatever. And then I saw all these creatures. No, that's enough. So then I started learning how to put protection and how to open and just attract what I need to attract, and don't let uninvited guests basically to come.
Yeah. When you talk about a portal,
Yeah.
what do you think a portal is?
It's because, you know, basically we are the same. Everybody's the same. You are connected to the same thing. Usually it's basically like, I don't know, in meters, like 3 meters above your head. You have like kind of like a door which you can open and you can invite. You have thousands of energy lights coming through those. But you need to know which basically light you connect to. So yeah, so this is the portal I'm talking about, the universe portal.
Okay, so how do you think these entities can come in to a portal, and do they kind of take over a human?
They can, definitely they can. You know, always like, this is my belief. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is what I think. Even these people who are like, you know, disabled people, basically, they're paying for karmic, but not just paying, because they let some creatures which are not immortal as our soul, because our soul is immortal, but they have like billions of lives, but they still are mortal. So they wanted to be basically live longer. They connect to your soul, and this is why people are disabled. But this is just my belief. This is what I think. So they can let them. I'm not sure, is it somewhere somebody done something and then, you know, they let to connect. Sometimes it happens when people wants to dig into more, you know, like if I want to see more things, like actually see visions and stuff, I can basically sell my soul to those creatures.
Oh,
So
that's interesting.
This is what I think. But then you have to give something for that. So, you know, when people put a curse on you, they don't actually think what is the consequences of that. They could, you know, you could live your life happily here, but you don't know what is going to happen to your kids or your, you know, grandkids, because it can be passed in generations, and people wouldn't know why. So I don't know, it's interesting. I think you cannot do anything against the will. So if you do everything with, if I have permission, I can connect to you, I can read you, I can see you, I can check and help you. But if you have bad intentions and you're doing, you know, without person's consideration or saying, yes, you can dig into my energy and read me. So I think this is wrong.
Yeah. So when you talk about a curse,
Yeah.
how do you know if someone's put a curse on you, and what can you do about it?
With curse also, it's like interesting. I think if you know that somebody put curse on you, it's already half job done, because you cannot, he cannot basically more take from you. With curse, it's interesting. I can tell you how it works. So, obviously, it's usually with a Bible, which is interesting because Bible it's used not just for good, but it's used for bad things also. So you can take all these readings and prayers and reverse them and do for the bad things. Usually, they will use, from cemetery unknown graveyard, the person who they will see that nobody is actually attending this one, so it's all it will be, because they will need to put, I don't even know how to explain this, but basically put the bad energy to that graveyard, basically to asking, do not attack me, but take this to this graveyard. And they will ask you, we can put for your love, yeah, I want you to be in love with me. So usually they want girls, or mans even, they want to put the love curse for person who they want to be with. But again, they don't understand that this is against their will. So everything what you do against the person's will is going to have consequences. And you're going to pay this in karmic way. So curse, it will be for that person. He can start drinking. This is a curse. He can start be addicted to drugs. Can be curse. He can be addicted to, I don't know, like games maybe. Some things which is basically dragging person down. So with addictions, it's kind of like a curse.
I think I'd tick all those boxes.
Yeah, you could actually, yeah.
But in order to, who can put a curse on you? I mean, the people that put curses on, are they witches or are they just
No, not all.
spirits or entities?
No, humans, just normal humans. Jealousy.
But don't you need
Mainly
some
jealousy.
power?
Yeah, you do have, but can you imagine the power of love can make? Yeah. So you imagine the power of anger, of jealousy can make.
Yeah.
So the same how you attract the good things with love, the same you can put a curse with jealousy and anger.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't even know, but you can do, sometimes you just be angry on a person and you just say, oh, just F off. I just wish, your car will broke or something. And you don't even know because at that moment your energy is so powerful with anger, you're actually cursing. And if you have so many people to curse you like little by little, it's like a mechanism which is building up.
Yeah.
So then become unlucky.
Well, what I found fascinating was that when you said that about that, like the love curse, because I've had a lot of girlfriends who are witches or spies who work in secret. So I often wonder why, if a woman can make a man fall in love with them by manifesting that attraction.
With men it's different. It's different because I think it's easier. With men it's easier because if you are a little bit attracted woman, you don't even need to put any curse or anything. You literally can seduce man because it's easy. You tell, so
Well, because they're stupid.
I didn't say this.
No, I said it.
Yeah, I don't think they're stupid, but I think they easily
Manipulated.
Yeah. But there is like the woman the man doesn't want them. This is the ones who want to have them. So it's a bit different. But then you would feel that because then man would not understand why he's still with that woman. Because he will, you would talk to him and he will think, I definitely don't love this woman. I definitely don't have anything like with her, and I can see she's bad for me, and our relationship is toxic. But I'm still with her, and why I'm still with her is because she does something to you. So basically, when you put this love spell, it's not love. It's just basically you get used to the person. So it's like you bonding yourself. You putting the curse, you are binding your energy to that person's energy. But again, this person will be not happy, and he can start drinking, he can start, I don't know, doing something bad, and he can die. If the curse put very strong and very often, this actually, in 1 year this person can die.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of marriages.
Not a lot of marriages, but but some if the magician, because it could be not just woman, it could not just witch, it could be some
That's
man.
true. Yeah.
So if they put, and if they are really strong and they know what they do, trust me, this person can die in 1 year.
Wow.
I had unfortunately one client which I couldn't help, and she actually passed away because they just she literally drank herself down in 1 year.
Really?
And she died. And but then again, it's very hard because you cannot help person. Because again, if I want to help you, you have to let me help you. I cannot change anything if you don't want me to change. So I can't do it. So yeah.
But do you think either of those parties were aware of what they were doing, or were they taken over by other entities that were controlling them?
It could be, because if you want to be stronger, isn't it? Like, it's power. It's your power, isn't it? You want to be stronger. You want to be better than others. So you sell yourself to the dark, whatever you call them.
Right.
Yeah.
So you make a deal with the devil, effectively.
Yeah. Basically, we're dealing with the devil. We have more power. We are more powerful, but then we're paying for that.
And do they pay in this life or in another life?
They could pay in this life also. So, for example, if I do something, maybe I will be unlucky in love. You will pay something. Woman can be unable to have child because she does something, putting curses to other people. So there is like different. It's like everybody knows, karma is a bitch. But do you actually know how karma is working? It's not going to be the same for you. If you cheat somebody, it doesn't mean that other person who you're so in love is going to cheat on you. But karma is going to hit you in the way which is more painful for you. So the more you are like, I don't know, cherish something, that's the way its karma is going to hit you.
Yeah. And when you talk about protection, how can people protect themselves from this thing happening?
So first of all, it's if you know, or even if you usually we're all humans we're just disconnected now very from nature, but we all kind of have this intuition, and we can go back to more be, trust yourself and your gut feeling. So we would know the person already who's putting something on you. Like, you sometimes you like something is not right here, so you feel that. So if you know, or in your head, the person who can do something to you, so it's already, like I told before, like it's a half done. Then obviously you can put yourself in bubble, like, the bouncing ball, what I call. And then you just imagine yourself in bouncing ball. You can put your animal, lion, or like, whatever you feel like, who's even protect that bubble, so it's not going to come to you. And everything what person is giving to you or sending to you is going to bounce back to them.
Right.
So if we're sending good luck, we will be like, good luck for them. If you're sending back energy, so everything bad is going to go back to them. This is one thing. But then if it's already done, like something serious, so you obviously need to go to some professional who can clean your energy, or to do something with you and try to clean you energetically. So it's not like, you can't do it to yourself if it's really seriously.
And is that what you do with your clients? I mean, you do tarot reading and you do energy cleanses as well?
I do just for some people. I don't actually like advertise myself to do cleansing, because it takes my energy a lot.
Right.
I have to be in very good mindset, very strong energetically to clean person, because it takes a lot of my energy.
Yeah.
But I done for a few people. I done that. Yeah.
So how did you get into reading the tarot?
Because I had to learn, because I had to do something. And because I sometimes, like when we met, I have like this thoughts, it's like comes to my head and I just have to say, it's like not me, but somebody else. It's like, it sounds crazy, but it is like I have to say these things. So I found with tarot, it's easier, because people, they trust probably, they want to do this reading and then they have a question. That's why I don't like all the spreads and, looking like to 5 years and what's going to happen. I like more probably answers, yes, no, why, what is better, because I think it's more, because you still have your choice. You ask, is it good for me? Yes or no? Easy. Like I like more, I don't know, strategic, more like, not abstraction in 5 years, because tomorrow you can change your path, and you don't even know where you're going to go and what it's going to do. One message, one call can change completely destiny. So I don't like to look that far. So yeah, so my answer is easier to tell people what it comes to my head, basically.
So you work very intuitively?
I would say, yeah. I think sometimes I had, obviously, I tell people if it comes, because usually there is like very, like, I don't know, that grandma would come to me and she will, like, you know, that her granddaughter will be very worried and, or she's moving house and she doesn't know if this choice is good. So I will have like them ancestors to come like to me and I would come. I know it still, again, sounded crazy, but had so many times this, I would just come up to this person, I would start talking and I would just say, oh, don't worry, you know, your grandma thinks, you know, you're doing the good thing and your move is right. And she's like, oh, how do you know? And I don't know how I don't know. I don't know how I know, but I just had to tell this. So this is how it works. So with tarot, it's easier for me basically to express probably myself and to tell, like, people more believe probably me. They don't think I'm just like one crazy woman, just come up and say things to them.
Yeah. Do you think you need to be psychic in order to be a tarot reader?
I don't know. I think probably you still have to have something. I don't think everybody can. You can learn tarot, obviously. You can learn, like, you know, from a books and from all the symbols and everything, what the meanings. I don't do that. Obviously, I do check them also. Is it good card? Is it bad card? You know, major, minor. But I probably use more intuition more. I just use, I don't know how to explain. I don't know how I know these things. They just come to my head. Like somebody else instead of me starts talking. And even if when I do reading, I can, like, literally, if I close my cards, put them back, you ask me in 5 minutes, what did I tell you? I will say, I don't know, because I don't remember. So when you will start talking to me, I will remember some things. But if you will say nothing, I will not even remember what I said to you. So I don't know what is in my head and who is talking instead of me.
So you become a medium, really, don't you, or channeler?
I think I channel probably. I think it's still spirits who comes and keeps telling to me, because I can smell them also. So this is how they come to me, through the smell. So I can smell them. So we are all different. Like my friend's dad, which is very still attached to him, and I don't know how many years now, maybe 10, when he passed away, but she still very feels attached to him, which is not good thing. So she cannot just let him go. But when I'm with her, he will come like in tobacco, because he used to grow tobacco and he used to, you know, make the roll-ups. So he will come for me and I know that he is present. So I can tell, you know, my friend, oh, your dad came here. Like, you know, so like, you know, whatever is going on in your head now, just calm down, and like he wants to, you know, you feel supported, and you know, he's always watching out for you. So this is how they come to me.
That's interesting. Because sometimes when you see ghosts and things, you know, you do get kind of strange sensory. Do you still see ghosts?
No, because I don't let myself now. I'm blocking that.
Yeah, I saw ghosts all the time when I was younger, but I don't see them very often now.
It's because you're blocking, because you can't do that.
You can block?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I don't know. Again, this energy thing. Like, you can block yourself for things like, you know, to letting yourself feel or see.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it or feel scared, probably it's better for you just, you know, like your brain works interesting. So you just block, because it's like, it's scary thing. I think, and scary is because you don't understand, isn't it? You can't explain it. How can you explain a person that you see ghosts?
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Do you find it difficult to talk about these things to, I won't say like normal people, but people?
Yeah, normal people. I don't talk. I actually do not talk about it. Because easier with you talking, because you know these things. But now, I have like examples, million of examples. Like, if you even mention ghosts, they will look at you like you are mental. Like, literally, they will be, oh no, I don't believe in that. I don't trust that. I watch BBC and I trust, you know, TV.
Oh, well, yeah.
So those kind of people, I would never say. I don't even say. I don't talk about this unless like I'm in like my, you know, environment and with my kind of people who can understand what I feel and what I said.
That's true. So you've got a little box there, Ruta.
Oh yeah, you want to see the box?
I'm always fascinated by these things. What's that on the top? Is that pentagram?
Yes, it is. You can't actually see because it's like dark.
Yeah, no, I've got it here.
But it's like says, you know, like spirit and water and earth and you know, all them fire, all them five, you know, elements.
Yeah.
Because this is what we as people and human we need. Because we need fire and we need water and we need air and you know, to connect to us.
And we got a fire here.
I always have fire.
So what's in that box?
So yes, I have my special
Oh,
card.
look at
I have
this.
so many.
Oh God, this is like a box of tricks here.
Yeah, so this is my special ones. I keep them separated and I keep
Right.
in a silk.
Okay.
Silk is also for protection. So basically, this is my tarot, the ones I'm reading to people, and I keep them separated. I keep them in my silk because I don't want them to get any other
Is that a
energy.
particular deck?
Yeah. It's just,
Some people use Thoth, some people use the Rider. I like the line on the front.
yeah. Of course, like, and then I have like little string. I don't know how to say this, but this is from the church, Orthodox church.
Yeah.
Because I still use like a candle, and this is for protection also. Yeah, and these cards are more maybe a bit lighter and a bit nicer
Yeah.
than normal rider card. It's still based off rider card. It's just
Yeah.
nicer,
Beautiful.
basically,
Beautiful.
and a bit bigger. Yeah. You don't like this one?
In Eastern Europe and Russia and places like that, if you're Orthodox Christian, do they frown upon using tarot or anything like that?
You can't
You
use
can't.
anyone.
Really?
It's against church, isn't it? You can't like.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter Catholic or Orthodox, isn't it? We don't like. We would say, you sell your soul to the
Really?
devil,
Oh,
so you cannot do tarot.
yeah. That's a bit of a conflict, isn't it?
I know, but I don't believe in that. So
Yeah.
I don't
So
care.
what else have you got in there?
Obviously my crystals.
Crystals?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a whole
Always.
different
So this is-
story.
Yeah, yeah. I have always crystals everywhere
Yeah.
for protection, for attraction, for challenging. This is selenite, just to kind of keep it
Yeah.
clean. Amethyst, make it
Amethyst,
calm.
right.
Rose quartz
Mm.
for love.
I can't help noticing your red fingernails.
Sorry, I'm getting ready for holidays. And moonstone for women's,
So there's no that's just for your holidays. It's not for any kind of spiritual reasons, but
Usually have black.
they are striking. Black.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, we won't go into that.
Yeah. So then I have these crystals because we're talking
Okay,
about crystals.
yeah.
So we have like this oracle cards,
Right.
the crystals, and I have very beautiful ancestors.
What's that?
Ancestors.
Ancestors.
Yeah.
So is that a card?
Yeah. It's the card. It's oracle cards.
Yeah.
So basically.
So do
usually
you feel as
just-
though you're in touch with your ancestors?
Yeah, I think so. We
Yeah.
all.
I
are.
think so too. Yeah.
It's like we are like a tree, and we have such a big roots
Yeah.
going down there.
Yeah.
So so anyone shaman, interesting,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it? The one you pick. So yeah, so if you, I will do next time when we are not
Yeah.
drinking wine.
When we haven't had wine,
Yeah.
we're going to do a reading.
So yeah, basically it's all my some of them, but my favorite is this one, and I always use this one for my readings. This is like extra, just to see if person needs like a message from ancestors.
Yeah.
And we can pick one just to see what ancestors want to say, or from angels, because I love this from Carl,
Yeah.
the man. He's the Irish guy. He's doing this. He talks with angels and he does angel cards.
Great.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants a reading with you, you are open to taking on new
Yeah.
clients.
Yeah, you're welcome. You can reach me.
And I'll put your email in.
Yeah, or my WhatsApp, and you can WhatsApp me, and we can arrange your time and
And
date.
you will be on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So, pleasure as always.
Yeah.
Be lucky.
Be lucky. Cheers to that.